their ass for the rest of the period. But it was just stuff like that. Like I've always liked being like that, and it's traveled over. Like I don't even know how to pack lightly because I'm like, but what if I need this? But what if I want to bring that? I always bring so much. Even if I'm just going overnight somewhere, I bring 3 different outfits to choose from in the morning. It's so bad.
But shoot, I mean, because even I'm sorry. Wait a second. Hello, subscribers. How y'all doing today? We've been going. I ain't even saying shit to y'all. Welcome to the Premium Smoke Room. And if you pay that $4.99, you about to hear some good shit. Sponsored by lsworld.com, sponsored by excitebunny.com, and sponsored by biasismmagazine.com. And I'm gonna let this sexy lady introduce herself so you know who we talking with and everything. Go ahead.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Milah Romanov, and I'm a professional dominatrix. I also make online content and do fetish cam work, including Skype and other cam sites as well. I've been doing in-person sessions for 10 years, and I think I'm going on like 4 or 5 years for the digital stuff.
You going to what? Because you broke up for a second.
Oh, I said that I think it's been about 4 or 5 years for the online content and 10 years for in-person sessions.
Okay, no doubt. And of course, y'all will hear more of that in the interview. That'll be airing later on down the line. This is for the subscribers, so this is for the paid people. So, but kind of we're talking about, it sounds like when you do it, especially when you're doing business, it's like I sometimes beat myself up when I make a mistake. Because it be like, especially as a business mistake, because I'd be like, I posed it on that date, I posed it on that time, but it's just like when you're doing everything yourself, and you're wearing a lot of hats, it's kind of hard not to miss something.
Yeah, and I have the same personality type to whether it's business or personal. If I feel like I've messed up or if I do something wrong, I put myself in adult timeout. I beat myself up about it. It really stresses me out because I do put a lot of effort into everything I do. So again, it's that's just me through and through. It's how I manage my business and it's how I manage my personal life. I always put like 1,010% into everything I do. I always try to think of every perspective, other people's perspectives. If I do this, how will it look to this group? How will it affect that group? And things like that. So but at the end of the day, we're all human, which is unfortunate because it'd be pretty cool if some of us weren't, right? And they say is to human is to be error, or to error is to be human, right? And I don't like that. I'd much rather be an alien, and I try to be most days, but sometimes the weight of the world just gets to you and you snap. And when that happens, whether that be a burst of anger or emotion, whether that be you just forgot something, whether that be that you messed up a timeline for something, you feel really bad about it. I have it's called INFJ personality type, and apparently that's a strong characteristic, is always thinking of the perspectives of other people, and thus because you do that so intensely, it kind of comes back tenfold when you don't do that. So if I went to like a shoot, right? I went to a shoot once and I read the description of the shoot. I knew what I needed to bring. I forgot to bring a goddamn whip. And that was part of the request from the custom. And so I had to, and luckily it wasn't a main part of the scene. And I was able to just I don't want to say a toy one, but a costume one. It was during October, so like all the Spirit Halloweens had taken over, all the empty buildings, and I was able to get a golden one just to have like the aesthetic of a whip. But I own so many whips, paddles, floggers, all that stuff, and again, most of the time, it's for the aesthetic. For the film, they don't really. Most of my paddles, if I hit you with them, they wouldn't even hurt. They're what I call noise makers, which look great on camera. So I just felt like, kind of like an idiot. And I was like, what kind of dominatrix shows up to a shoot without a whip? you know, it's just, and to this day, I will never forget that I forgot to bring a whip, which made me late to the shoot because I had to stop off and bring this, and the girl didn't have one at her place. And just when I have like space cadet days like that, it messes me up, and it messes my whole vibe up because I don't like being like that. I like being as punctual as possible. Same thing with custom orders. If I take too long for me mentally, because to me, a custom, you got a 4 to 6 week window, unless you order expedited delivery. That's very standard. However, it shouldn't take me that long to make and edit a video. But, sometimes things in my personal life get in the way of doing just even basic stuff like that. Like, it usually takes me about 20 minutes to edit a video. And my technology that I use, like my computer is souped out to the max of what it can hold for that model with the RAM and the memory and all that stuff. So it's so fast. Like, I render stuff within 3 minutes max, sometimes within 30 seconds. It's fantastic. So to me, having something take that long to create and deliver, I mean, even if I said, okay, I know I'm going to be busy Monday through Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I can choose one day, make that my filming day, and get all of this stuff knocked out. And then if I deliver it earlier to the customer, sometimes it takes me 2 weeks, sometimes it takes me 3 weeks, whatever. They'll be appreciative that I get it out quicker. But there's been instances where I couldn't get customs out for months because there was just so much stuff going on, whether it was traveling or family stuff, personal life issues, where I just couldn't, I couldn't focus on what I needed to do, or I physically was too exhausted, or I didn't have the time. And it's hard when you are your business. You're the face of your company. You're the manager of your company. You're the CFO of your company.
You everything to the company.
You
Yeah,
are
because
you are the
because
outside mega.
yeah, because it's like the hardest thing that people don't realize in our business or doing a business is the balance in that. The balance of personal and business.
Yes.
And having time for both.
And I can't tell you, I was like that for so long, where I was really good at working because I would work to escape my home life. I'd work to escape my reality. And it creates really, really good work ethic. It really does. I mean, you're always everybody's favorite person because you're the one that shows up on time. You're the one who will stay late. You're the one who can get called in on your day off because you're such a workaholic, because working is a great distraction. Eventually, though, I got to the point where it's not that my job wasn't fun or that my career path wasn't fun, but I started to actually create through my job and through the people I met through that job, a reality in which I didn't want to escape from. And that's when I realized, if you take all of your time and you put all of your time into escaping reality, you're never going to have time to create the reality that you want to live in, because you're going to be too fucking busy working. So I got to a certain point where I learned how to work smarter instead of harder. And I would take, actually learned this from a friend of mine. I would take an entire week and I would film that whole fucking week. And then the next few days, I would do nothing but edit, sit there with a Starbucks, a Red Bull, double fist them motherfuckers. I know it doesn't sound good, but it works. and, you know, it's just a whole pile of snacks from the